Our whole universe was in a hot, dense state that nearly 14 billion years ago expansion started. Wait, the earth began to cool, the autotrophs began to drool, Neanderthals developed tools, we built a wall. We built the pyramids. Math, science, history, unraveling the mystery that all started with a big bang.
Into the Storm is the best weather movie ever.
I disagree.
Surprise, surprise.
Special effects are passable, but the character development leaves much to be desired.
And what would you know about character?
Guys.
Hey Penny, how you going?
Good. What's going on?
We're just watching Into the Storm and playing Supercell.
Best weather movie ever.
Glad you agree.
Excellent. That's an extra 4,000 cape, just enough to make me a Queensland supercell. I win.
Hey, I could still win?
What, have you got a Queensland tornado?
No. I only have a New South Wales Supercell.
I thought you could have at least had a Victorian coldie.
Sorry to interrupt this thrilling conversation, but is your Wi-Fi working?
Why would that matter? Why would that concern you?
Oh, actually no reason.
Sheldon changed our Wi-Fi password again. This time, it's Penny is a freeloader, but the E's are typed with 3's instead.
Leonard, I suggest you don't cross me, because when I finalise my research into meteorological manipulation, I will smite you with lightning.
Lightning? Don't you mean meteors?
I don't follow.
Haven't you made a machine that deflects meteors? Duh.
Oh dear Lord, it's amazing that little brain of yours understands the concept of Wi-Fi. Meteorology comes from the Greek word meteoron and was used in ancient times to describe things high in the sky such as clouds, lightning and rain. The suffix ology comes from the Greek word logos, which means knowledge. Therefore, meteorology means knowledge high in the sky.
Sheldon, don't be so mean. Not everyone is as thorough on these things as you are.
Well, I guess you might be right. I shouldn't expect so much from someone named Penny, meaning 1/100th of something. Like 1/100th of a brain.
Don't worry, Penny. The American meaning of Sheldon means ledge of a hill, or in our case, makes you want to jump off the ledge of a hill.
I heard that, Leonard. You've just earned yourself an official strike.
Ah, crap. That means his need to set his darn course again. Thanks for watching Twisted 2 with me tonight, Penny.
Well, that's all right. It was almost as good as Into the Storm. But I still don't know why Sheldon has to use 3's instead of E's.
Yeah, that's just one of those special Sheldon things. Wow, Sheldon, you've been working on that for a long time. How will you even know if it works? Most of the time the forecasts are always wrong anyway.
Well, precisely why I've chosen this week to perform my experiment. Just have a look at these charts. On this QT, you can see we've got positive lifted indices of up to 20 and surface dew points are well into the negatives for the next 5 days. I'm going to create a storm and break this drought.
But what do all the lines mean?
Well, we have temperature, here's the dew point, the dry adiabatic lapse rate, the saturated adiabatic lapse rate, the winds, and the stability indices.
Okay, but what's the purpose of this T-skew thingamajiggy?
It's a skew T and it assesses instability.
Instability of what?
The atmosphere, of course.
And if the atmosphere is unstable, what, do we get an earthquake or something?
Sheldon, when the atmosphere is unstable, we normally get showers and thunderstorms. However, when it's stable, we typically get fine weather.
Oh.
Yes, barely high school science stuff. There, that should do it.
But nothing's happening. And your T-skew thingamajiggy is exactly the same.
Well, just you wait until tomorrow. I think you'll be impressed by my brilliance. I think you'll be seriously amazed. Get it? Seriously? Ha! Leonard! Leonard! Leonard!
Yes, Sheldon?
Leonard, you need to get up and take me storm chasing.
But it's the middle of winter.
There's 4,000 Cape and minus 10 LIs today.
But even if I believe you, it's 6 a.m. That won't happen until this afternoon.
Yes, and by my calculations, the cap will break at precisely 3 o'clock.
But it's 6 a.m.
Yes, and by the time you go and get a bowl of Captain Crunch, go through Facebook and see what Penny's been doing, then sit and moan about a woman who's clearly way out of your league, and then go downstairs and pointlessly flirt with her, it will be close to midday.
Okay, I'll go and get ready. But just for the record, she flirts with me first.
Yes, and I invented a zero-gravity machine last night.
Hello? Anyone awake? I've run out of milk. Oh, jeez. Oh.
Leonard, I understand that you're blinded by your feelings for her, for God knows what reason. But, you're here, trying to freeload off us again?
Freeload? I don't freeload. But I've run out of milk. Have you got any?
All I've got is almond milk, but you're welcome to try that if you like.
Great, thanks. I'll give that a try.
Actually, it's not milk. It's juice.
Huh?
Sheldon?
Well, milk comes from animals, specifically mammals. They decided to call it almond milk because for some reason no one would buy it if they called it nut juice.
I'll give that a miss, I think, and have toast.
Guys, how's my Jason going on today? Are you guys coming?
I bet you there's going to be a great show. My Marta's there today.
Oh, that's my cue to leave.
I'm sorry, guys, but I've agreed to perform this weather experiment today with Sheldon in lieu of setting his course.
Oh, what weather experiment?
It's a weather machine. It alters the weather.
That sounds interesting. Maybe we can come along and help.
I should think not. What could you possibly offer to my experiment? It's bad enough being in close proximity to Leonard in the car, let alone with two others.
Oh, please, Sheldon. I've always wanted to go on a storm chase.
I'm sorry, but I highly doubt there's any argument you can make. Threat you might levy, rhetorical strategy, plea, invocation, supplication, or as the Finnish might say, vetumus, that you could employ to change my mind. This is signed by Charles Doswell. Are you proposing a trade? Okay, deal. Which side of the car would you like to sit on?
Oh, thank you, Sheldon. Now I can wear this hat that I bought.
Oh, God. Is it still too late just to do your course instead? Sheldon, what are you doing? Just get in the car. You yourself said that timing was critical today, otherwise we'll be too late for the experiment.
Did you know that the average car seat has twice as much hazardous bacteria than a toilet?
Oh my God, Sheldon.
Sheldon, the car is clean, okay? Just get in the car. Howard, tell Sheldon the car is clean.
Well, I can definitely tell you that Sheldon's window's clean. I just had it replaced after Bernadette's shoe fell through it the other night.
Dear Lord. Everyone, get out of the car right now.
Sheldon.
Look, Leonard, you've already got 2 strikes, and I'm letting you be around my scientifically brilliant mind for the day. I'm not about to catch syphilis or God knows what other diseases are lurking in this cesspool of filth and disease.
I'm hungry.
Didn't you eat before we left?
What's your point?
You know, I could get some food too. Hey, Leonard, doesn't Penny work out at Cafe Cafefe near Boona now?
You know what? Maybe we should stop and get a bite to eat.
No! We'll be late for my experiment. Plus, you guys are outvoted.
How are we outvoted?
Well, my vote counts for 2 votes, and in the event of a tie, I cast the deciding vote.
But there are 3 of us.
Yes, and Raj could vote too if he was a legal citizen.
Oh, Sheldon, we won't be late. Let's just stop and get a bite to eat.
Oh, hi guys.
Hey, Benny.
Where's Sheldon?
Sheldon's still in the process of getting out of the car.
Well, I won't ask about that. Anyway, welcome to Cafe Cafefe's mind-blowingly magnificent multifarious menu of mouth-watering meteorological munchies.
Thank you, Benny. Thanks, babe.
What's the Mexican Wall?
Well, that's where they stack the tacos one on top of the other until they're really high, and that's been very popular since the last US presidential election. And it goes very well with the Krondorf Symmetry Barossa Shiraz 2013, which is recommended by a friend of mine at the Bureau.
It sounds interesting, but you know what? We're in a little bit of a hurry, so I think we should just get our usual.
No worries.
You know what, Sheldon? I've been thinking, do you think it's wise to be fooling around with Mother Nature?
Leonard, I'm not really interested in your sex life.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about altering the weather.
Well, think about all the wonderful things we could accomplish.
That is true. Last year, there was such a massive drought in India that they had to put armed guards at the Tucumara Reservoir to stop people fighting over it. Benefits are pretty good.
Maybe we can cool down summer. So I don't have to give my mother a sponge bath in 40-degree heat.
Of course, instead of making it rain over entire countries to grow crops and feed the starving children of the world, we'll use it to cool your mum off instead.
In all fairness, his mother is the same size as some of those countries.
Relax, Sheldon. There's plenty of time for orders to come.
If we're late, I'm going to invoke Clause 76C of our roommate agreement, and I'm going to make you sit my course every Saturday for the next 8 weeks.
You know what? I might just go and see if we can get it to go.
Man, it's hot. I haven't sweated this much since I last gave my mother a bath.
How is that strenuous?
According to my Apple Watch, it's 300 steps around her once.
What's the media doing here?
They're here to cover my brilliant experiment.
Do you think that's wise?
What? Do you doubt my experiment?
Which experiment's that? Your weather experiment or the experiment of you being interviewed?
Leonard, I'm perfectly capable of conducting myself in an interview.
Okay. Well, just make sure you smile.
Dr. Sheldon Cooper, I understand you're here to conduct a groundbreaking experiment on changing the weather. Could the results of this experiment help solve issues like global warming?
Climate change.
Sorry?
It's not global warming, it's climate change. You see, the theory is that the climate will change around the globe, but not necessarily always get warmer.
Okay. How could your experiment solve climate change?
It won't.
But didn't you say that your weather machine can affect the weather?
Yes, I did. However, if your inept mind is trying to combine the two scientific terms, climate and weather, then I'm afraid there's no hope for you.
Okay, what about something small scale like Cyclone Debbie?
Do you mean Tropical Cyclone Debbie?
Aren't they the same?
All tropical cyclones are cyclones. However, not all cyclones are tropical cyclones.
Oh, Sheldon.
Oh, that's right.
Well, what about the mini tornado that struck Ipswich last week? Could your weather machine have prevented that?
Oh, please. The only thing that's mini is your brain. Perhaps you should be interviewing someone more of your level of intelligence. Perhaps some preschoolers?
Oh my God.
Oh, yes.
Look, perhaps we should actually do this another time. Maybe after the experiment has worked?
Yes, I think that would be a good idea.
Sheldon, I'm not sure this is going to work.
I don't understand. All my calculations were spot on.
I wish we went to Aswa Jason instead.
Think of all that beautiful mamadas we're missing out on.
Sheldon, I think we should just pack up and go home. If I eat any more beef jerky, I'm going to get one heck of a dry microburst.
Yeah, well, I ate 5-day-old Indian last night. Now I'm worried about a wet microburst.
Cheer up, Sheldon. It's not that bad.
I feel humiliated.
Why are you guys so sad?
Sheldon's upset that his weather experiment didn't work.
Oh, I might be able to help.
Penny, you need a set of instructions to operate a lamp. What makes you think you could possibly understand how to operate such a complex piece of machinery?
I just had a thought that those little circles look like cyclones.
How's that funny? Cyclones are serious.
Sitting up straight, legs together.
They're not going to go any closer than that. Just
I can move them closer if you like.
Oh, I'm sure you would.
See, even I can.
Why do you need to do that? Leonard! I'm such an idiot!
Guys, that's what Jason Corner's on today. Are you guys coming? Oh my God!
It's just what Star Wars! Yeah, Smith, I knew. Yeah.
We're happy to be there. We haven't even told the band.
David.
I'm sorry, guys, but I've agreed to perform this experiment today. Sorry.
A sex-periment? What is a sex-periment? You dirty little
I deliberately looked at David.
Yeah, that's fine, you can look at me.
I'm sorry, guys, but I've agreed to perform this experiment today with Sheldon in lieu of sitting his course. So sorry.
What experiment?
Hey, that sounds interesting. Maybe we should go along.
Almond milk comes from animals, specifically mammals. They named it almond milk because, for some reason, they decided... What's wrong with me?
You said almond milk.
Sheldon, just get in the car, alright? It's clean. Howard, it really is quite...
Oh my God.
Everyone, out of the car, right now.
Sheldon, sorry, I'm trying to cover it in.
Yeah, when we're finished, we'll say...
Stop recording. GoPro, stop recording. Oh my God, it doesn't
have the English
apple.
Indian language.
Yeah, it doesn't
Doesn't have
understand.
Kiwi language installed either. I know my iPhone does, and I go, hi Siri. It's nothing.
She says, my name's Siri, not Surrey.
Yeah, stupid thing.
GoPro, stop recording.
I'm hungry. I'm hungry.
I didn't know it was that funny.
Sheldon, we won't be late. Let's just stop and get some food.
You, Sheldon.
Okay, I want to ask about that. So,
Good one. How's anyone supposed to plough on through that?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I love the whole cocky ass thing. Thank you very much for the visuals.
so the tacos, they are stacked one on top of the other until they're really high. Been very popular since the last presidential... Oh,
Just our election.
which is recommended by a Bureau of Meteorology friend of mine. I
So, we'll drive quickly.
You're in your bra?
Were you recording that?
No. No mamadas for you.
Look, perhaps we should actually conduct this interview. Sorry, I stood on your foot.
No, you didn't.
You're supposed to say, oh
You
my
didn't touch
God.
me.
Think of all that beautiful mamadas we're missing out on. Maybe we nearly came off there.
When are we going to go? I'm
Are we waiting?
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
thinking of waiting for a go. Oh, okay.
These guys are like, what? Sir, he's just looking at the sky, scanning.
Cheer up, Sheldon. You could have to work with you. That's much worse.
Why are you guys so sad? Okay, he's not.
Wow. I didn't know you enjoyed acting with me so much. Clearly, it's not as bad as work.
Why are you guys so sad?
Get it together, Cornelius.
Okay, take 2. 22. Why are you guys so sad?
22.
Why are you guys so sad?
His legs open.
Why are you guys so sad?
Even I got the giggles that time because I knew it was coming. We probably need a break and reset.